Right, I think that's on. Okay, let's see what we've got. Hello everybody, I'm Spike. Welcome back to my stream of learning Japanese self-taught in Rosetta Stone 3. Um, Apologies for the lack of videos over the weekend. I was spending time with my daughter. It's been a fun weekend. Um, and I've introduced her to an anime that she seems to enjoy, that I know I enjoy. Called Welcome to Demon School Iruma-kun. Um, and whilst watching it, when she decided to go to sleep, I also decided to review it um, with the on, and then also with the subtitles off, and just leaving it in English, except for when we get to the end of the program, where you have you get an entrance song and obviously the end theme song. And it's interesting to see how the consolidation of what's been going on in the program is definitely starting to stick. Not only because there are the sounds of the kanji that we've been learning, or that I've been learning, or that you've been learning, watching videos, if you've been playing along, um, that have been starting to stick. But I've also noticed that when the Japanese is being sung and they give you just the English subtitles along the bottom, I'm actually able to read the English subtitles along with where they are in the order for the Japanese language, which I thought was quite, it took me a little bit by surprise that instead of just reading the subtitle in English, um, I'm now actually listening to and following the cadence of the language. And also taking into account that knowing the structure of how it's built up grammatically, it seems easier to follow the audio with those English subtitles. So you're not reading too far ahead, but it's also knowing that the punctuation is coming in at the right point. So clearly, what's going on in Rosetta Stone here is starting to work. So without further ado today, I'm going to try and get another hour-ish done. So we're going to look at the two grammar lessons. Obviously, it says about 10 minutes. And we'll see about the reading, perhaps, and see if we can get about halfway, even though it is Monday. Um, we'll be looking at getting most of these done up to the speaking by Wednesday, and then perhaps having the Thursday off again, like the first week, and then doing the review on the Friday. So just going to by ear and see how we go. Sorry about that. This is really annoying that my USB header on my computer is broken and I don't have another port to utilize my wireless headset through. So it keeps disconnecting. So my apologies for that. Just gonna have to turn around. No, I can't have a check to see what was missed in this. Um, that's slightly annoying. So I'm gonna have to keep an eye on this and make sure that I've got the audio coming through throughout the entire lesson. Um, that's highly annoying because I can't check it while I'm live. So um, that's going to present an issue. Um, hmm. Just holding off for a second to think about how I can turn around and resolve this issue. Where if it happens whilst I'm doing this course and this module, I don't want to be going through this module and then have to restart the lesson, say 10-15 minutes in, and we're already some slides in. I'm trying to figure out, is there any way of this just staying where it is? Hopefully it's not going to just disconnect. Usually it gives me a sound in the headset that it's disconnected. It hadn't done so, it just stopped, just died. And when it does, the headset switches itself. I can't even tell until the microphone input stops going on the screen. So, explanation over. Apologies for the gap in audio and whatever was missed speaking there. As I was saying, we've done quite a fair bit in the first 2 weeks of this course. It's been quite casual. I'm just wanting to show that, putting in a little bit of time each day in something like this with the right method can help stick the language. And again, going as a Western English speaking person, as a British guy, trying to learn a language like Japanese, Far East Asian, it's supposed to be one of the biggest jumps in learning a language that you could possibly get. Okay, Japanese is seen as a very difficult language to get, understand, and learn, particularly with the fluid context and the nuances, particularly when it comes to things like pronunciation, and then also the being able to read kanji, being able to read symbols, and how the tiniest little flick of a brush stroke and such or a pen can make all the difference to one symbol or one part of a symbol that completely changes what it means or what it stands for or how it sounds. I know we haven't quite got there yet because obviously we're still doing the primary school basic stuff, but for what's been learned so far, and as I was describing before my audio cut out, watching Welcome to School with Rumikan with my daughter and having it in English, intro song with the subtitles that the program itself provides that are in Japanese to start with, because it is a Japanese song, obviously. It's been quite easy to follow those subtitles in context with the sounds that are being made by the singer. That's come way more readily than trying to sort of second guess like I was doing last or the years previous. So it's the technique's definitely sticking, the material is definitely sticking. Um, and then obviously the opposite way round, having the English off and the dub off, and then just listening to the language as it's being spoken. Um, After an episode in English, watching the same episode in Japanese, it's been a little bit easier to follow and understand with the nuance and the context what's been going on. So, without further ado, I suppose we should start these two grammar modules and see where we get to, and then see if we're going to carry on and do the reading. With these audio issues, it might be an idea to keep this lesson and this stream or video, if you're watching on the YouTube channel, short, just in case I have a cutout again of my audio. and we end up losing some of the lesson. Mentioning the last thing I want to do is get through the lesson and find out the audio doesn't work after I've finished, and then I need to redo this lesson. So the lesson for myself today is grammar, and then we'll see what the reading does. Might leave that till tomorrow. I know that we need Tuesday, Wednesday into Thursday. The speaking I want to leave towards the end of the week, so we're going to digest the information, to learn it and to potentially make mistakes, then to go revisit again and not necessarily make the same mistakes. Hopefully it'll have stuck. So without further ado, let's begin. Let's go to grammar, and first of all, the old microphone setup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Water. Lovely. So let's make sure we're in the English. And what do we have here? Okay, so we're having to select the correct sentence for the slide. So we have
彼らは料理しています。彼らは食べていません。
okay.
男の子と男の人。
It's going to be this middle one for the first picture.
彼らはリンゴを食べています。
That will go through what's being put up on here. So we go with
男の子と男の人。
Lovely stuff. What do we have here? Oh, I think it's going to be this end one. Otoko no shito wa kuruma o utenshi demasu.
彼らはリンゴを食べています。
Yeah, it's definitely not eating.
男の人たちは新聞を読んでいます。
We're definitely not reading the newspaper. So it's got to be this one.
男の人は車を運転しています。男の人は車を運転しています。
Here's our guys reading the newspaper. Well, we know it's not the first one. We know it's not going to be Yuri shitemasu because that's cooking. So we'll go with these guys.
男の人たちは新聞を読んでいます。
Why did I have a jump cut out there? That's odd. I had an audio cut out there. Let's have that.
男の人たちは新聞を読んでいます。
Unless it is my headset's dying. Who knows? So
男の人たちは新聞を読んでいます。
And on to the bottom row. So we have kids are eating an apple. Well, that's going to be kareawa. Kareawa. Ringoを食べています。
彼はご飯を食べています。 彼らはリンゴを食べています。
Oh, Ringo. It's Ringo. So it comes elongated, even though there's a gap there. It's elongated, and we know it's not the last one because we've already got that at the top. So let's go.
彼らはリンゴを食べています。
Fantastic. Here we go. It's going to be the first one because Gohan is rice.
彼はご飯を食べています。彼はご飯を食べています。
And we know it's not the second or the third because we've already picked them. I know it's
彼
process of
はご
elimination,
飯を食べています。
but we're getting there. So now this one, it's the last one, left, right. 彼らは料理しています。彼らは食べていません。
彼らは料理しています。彼らは食べていません。
What's going on with my audio cutting out? I'm not liking this.
彼らは料理しています。彼らは食べていません。
What is going on? It's got to be my headset's dying.
彼らは料理しています。彼らは食べていません。
I think my headset is
彼
slowly
らは
dying.
料理してい
This
ます。
side, this
彼
side,
らは食べていません。
this side headphone cap is getting a bit bust, it has to be said. Unless I did charge it over the weekend, unless my battery is dying. That's unusual. But here we are. We've managed to select all the correct ones here. We'll just go through these just so that we've got the first one down, slam dunked.
男の子と男の人。男の子と男の人。
Second one.
男の人は車を運転しています。男の人は車を運転しています。
Third.
男の人たちは新聞を読んでいます。男の人たちは新聞を読んでいます。
Let's go to the kids eating the apple.
彼らはリンゴを食べています。
My apologies.
彼らはリンゴを食べています。
It's better.
彼はご飯を食べています。彼はご飯を食べています。
And then finally the last one that's going to be a little bit of a tongue twister.
彼らは料理しています。彼らは食べていません。彼らは料理しています。彼らは食べていません。
Beautiful. Let's go to slide 2.
女の子と女の人。
Oh, well, this is basically the same exercise, but now more female, except for the last slide that's to throw us and go to the male side. So,
彼らは歩いています。
I mean, it's you going for the singular or the plural? What?
彼らは歩い
Oh, it's
彼
the
ら
guys
は
walking.
歩いてい
See,
ます。
straight away, there you go, there you go, there's my first mistake. Literally mentioned it's the one there to trip us up, and immediately trips me up. Well, only human.
女の人は歩いています。
I'm a little bit annoyed by myself with that, but gotta have the mistake in there to show that, you know what, I'm the same as everyone else. So here we go. 女の人は
歩いています。
彼女はサンドイッチを持っています。彼女はサンドイッチを持っています。
彼女は魚を飼っています。
Oh, watching the fishy.
彼女は魚を飼っています。
女の人たちは走っています。女の人たちは走っています。
There we go. I need to redo that. These guys tricking me. Literally trip me up immediately. Look at that. Can't move on until that's perfect.
女の人は歩いています。
Well, we know which ones are which now, so
女の人は
yeah,
歩
I
いてい
don't.
ます。
彼女はサンドイッチを持っています。
Oh dear. Oh, I got too much on my mind. I think I'm panicking and worried about my audio. That's going to be my excuse.
彼らは歩いています。
Oh
女の
dear.
子と
I don't even need to finish him. I mean, come on.
女の人たちは走っています。
Oh wow. Oh, I'm gonna have to do that again, aren't I? Unless it gives yeah, you. Oh,
女の子と女の人。
彼らは歩いています。
Yes.
彼女は魚を飼っています。
Yes.
彼女はサンドイッチを持っています。
Yeah.
女の人は歩いています。
Yeah.
女の人たちは走っています。
There went my audio again. What?
女の人たちは走っています。
I'm not liking that. It's cycling. It shouldn't be. That annoys me that the audio is breaking up every once in a while. That is definitely dodgy connection. I get it with my guitars. Jack
男
cables.
の子とは
Oh,
水を飲んでいます。
well, out of the choices we have, surely it's otokonoshito. Because karera is you, correct? And onnanoshito is older lady. So,
男の子と男の人は水を飲んでいます。
は
oh,
卵を食べています。
I think that's going to be karera. There we go.
彼らは卵を食べています。
Yeah.
は寝ています。
Oh. Kare.
彼は寝ています。
は車を運転しています。
Oh, it's got to be onnanoshito.
女の
There we
人
go.
は車を運転しています。
Good old selection of grammar. So we've got
男の子と男の人は水を飲んでいます。
彼らは卵を食べています。
彼は寝ています。
And
女の人は車を運転しています。
Beautiful. Let's go to slide 4. Oh,
は本を読んでいます。
okay. This one's going to be kanojo.
彼女は本を読んでいます。
Lovely.
は馬を飼っています。
And the young girls. So, onna no kotachi wa uma o katemasu.
女の子たちは馬を飼っています。
There we go.
は車を持っています。
Oh, yeah, but that's going to be kare. Kare wa
彼は車を持っています。
は料理していま
Oh,
す。
here we go.
彼らは食べていません。
Onna no shitotachi wa. What do you want about? Are you going to say? Oh, it's kare wa.
彼らは料理しています。彼らは食べ
Oh,
てい
no, I don't
ま
know
せ
why I
ん。
didn't. That cut out
は
too.
歩いています。彼は走っていません。
Kare.
彼は歩いています。彼は
See,
走っていません。
Not liking that my audio is constantly dipping. I wonder if it's voice mod is being a pain. Let's get rid of that. Maybe it's switching between that as an audio device when it shouldn't be. Potentially. I'm going to do that again because I got this one wrong with the ladies who are cooking. Yep, of course. Well,
は本
let's fly through this.
彼女は本を読んでいます。
Yep, yep,
は馬を
yep.
女の
they do
子た
swap
ちは
positions.
馬を飼っていま
The
す。
first grammar lesson, they didn't swap
は
the positions
車を
around.
持っています。彼は車を持っています。
は料理しています。彼らは料理しています。彼らは食べていません。は歩いています。彼は歩いています。彼は走っていません。
There we go. Well, we've now got the full marks, that's good, but as you can hear, my audio is still dropping, and I'm not liking this. I can't tell whether it's my audio in the headset that's dropping, or if it's the audio out for you guys on the video. Because the desktop audio seems to drop every once in a while, and with the playback, now that's not what this is supposed to be doing, which for someone who deals in audio all the time, that's concerning. I think I have a break. I think I have a break in that USB slot, and it's causing me issues now. It's not good. Ah. Okay. So, we're not going for the first one.
大人は読んでいます。
Because we know it's not that. That's this guy reading.
大人たちは料理していません。
There's no one cooking in this picture. So it's got to be kodomo wa hashite
子供は走っています。子供は走っています。
Yes. Now we know this is the reader, so of course it's going to
大
be
人は読んでいます。
大人
大人は読んで
い
います。
It's going to be walkers, but they're not walking, they're running. It has to be this one, because they're not cooking and they're not writing, right?
子供は走っています。
But it doesn't look like they're running. See? That's what I'm saying. So they're giving us one that's wrong.
大人たちは料理していません。
I think that's the wrong picture there. Considering what we've learned so far, anyone who's watching this video, at what point is ryurishite to do with this picture? Let me just turn around and double check and make sure what this is giving me before we move on to the next one. So I'm going to look up otonotashi, adults, right? That's what that is. And let's ryurishite. No. Not sure how to spell it correctly. Yeah, ryurishite is to cook. They are not cooking. That is a wrong slide. Or they have given us the wrong audio for that. That is not what they are doing. They are not cooking. They are walking. That should be aruite. That's what that should be. So just bear that in mind, that either the audio for this slide here, this third one, with the man in the suit and the two ladies in their suits, that is not ryurishite. We already know from the previous videos, and now from me checking up on my phone, the meaning of otonotashi is adults, and we know that ryurishite is to cook. They are not adults that are cooking. We know that they are adults that are walking, which is aruite. So this slide or this audio is incorrect. That's a little disappointing, Rosetta Stone. That's an error that needs to be rectified. And in this third one, well, they're writing, right? Well, we know that kaiteimasu is they are writing. So we're going to use
子
that.
供たちは書いています。
This third slide, bottom left,
大人たちは料理していません。
is wrong. And I think that we can all agree that it is wrong. Either the audio is wrong for the slide picture, or the picture that's being loaded is incorrect for the audio. Either way round, we know that that is wrong. That is a proper red herring. I think that's a piece of code that's incorrect in this program. It has to be. There's not. Let's see if it will load up. Yeah, so we know that Hashite is the first one.
子供は
'Cause
走
she's running.
っています。
This child is running. There's a child running. We know that this monk, oh, a potential monk. He might not be a monk. He might just be in some traditional dress, traditional garments. We know that he is
大人
reading,
は読んでいます。
right? This is neither writing nor is it reading, but apparently it's cooking. That is
大
not
人
cooking.
たち
That
は
is
料
walking.
理していません。
That is walking, which should be the opposite to hashite. Yeah? Kotomo wa hashitemasu. This should be otonotashi wa aruitemasu. That should be aruitemasu. That should be walking. Shame on you, Totally. You made a mistake there. That's not correct. I wonder how many people have been caught up in this program on that. And we know the last one is kaitemasu.
子供たちは書いています。
Kotomotachi wa kaitemasu. I wonder if there's going to be any more mistakes like that. I'm pretty sure we found one in an earlier video stream somewhere. Pretty sure.
たちは書いていません。
Well, we know that these are children, so it's going to be kodomo. 子供たち
子
は
供たちは書
書
いてい
いていま
ません。
す。
たちは
Oh,
走っています。
well, they are adults, so that's 大人たちは走っています。
大人たちは走っています。たちは泳いでいます。
Children swimming again, that's going to be 子供たちは泳いでいます。
子
子
供た
供たち
ちは
は
泳いで
泳いでい
いま。
ますす。
たちは料理してい
And
ま
so
す。
the 大人たちは again. See, this is 料理して. This is cooking. This is what 料理して is.
大人たちは料理しています。
Again, at least though, with this material and with my progress so far, if you're watching this, potentially your own, with mistakes in the language, we are now able to identify when this might be wrong, which is great, because if there are other bugs as we go further along, that's going to make it easier for us to be able to select the correct selection. If we've got to pick, like we have done in this, the right grammar selection, the right bar to fit with the picture, we're going to be able to identify the noun, adjective, and verb in the sentence to be able to correctly select the one that actually needs to go with it. And if it's missing, we are going to have to figure out which one it's meant to be, and then determine, is it the audio that's incorrect or is it the picture that's incorrect. But at least we've got this far where we can now identify when there is an error, which again is huge. This is quite, simple, basic thing to be learning in Japanese in this program. So to be able to have spotted that in the previous slides, that's pretty big. It's pretty big.
これは何ですか？
彼は猫を飼っています。
What? Okay, so now I think we have a problem.
これは自転車です。犬は食べ
Well, we know which way round they went, but now we're starting to see there is a bug going on here. It asks us this, what is this first, which is fine, and then we've had to select around these. There's supposed to be a gap here in this slide. Are we starting to find that this has errors in this program? And we're getting to a point where I'm not going to be able to use this program now because there's a problem with it. I hope not. But if that's the case, well, we're going to discover it together, aren't we? Because it did just ask this
こ
question,
れは何ですか？
what is this? And then it's given the top three slides. We should be starting in the top left corner every single time.
これ自転車です。
これは自転車です。
これは自転車です。
これは何です？
か
これは何ですか？男の子は牛乳。
を飲んでいます。
男の子は牛乳を飲んでいます。
Yep.
男の子と男の人は水。
を飲んでいます。
男の子と男の人は水を飲んでいます。
And then it's like it returns to normal. Okay, so we've got a couple here. Well, at least this slide's gone back to normal, but just to be pre-warned, anyone who has Rosetta Stone, if you are doing Unit 1, Lesson 2, and it's the Lesson 2 grammar module, not the repeat, just to be mindful and careful that there are two slides here. What is it? Number 6, I believe, and number 7, where there appears to be a slight bug and a slight error, where one slide is chucking out the wrong audio or the wrong picture, doesn't match to the selections given, and in 7 it's asking us in the bottom left hand corner what everything else is, giving us the correct selections, but there appears to be no gap in the bottom slide, and it should be asking us from the top left. We go from left to right, bottom left to right, as we go through the slides and the information. So just be mindful that there is a little bit of an error there in the programming. Here we go. So what have we got going on here? Okay, so 男の子はペンを持ってます。No, not not using the pen. Onna no hito wa kuruma o unten shite imasen. No, that would be the second one. Onna no hito wa kuruma o unten shite imasu. It's got to be she is
女
driving.
の人は
There is a woman
車
driving
を
the car.
運転しています。
Cool. So this one, again, we've got the otokonoko wa pen. We're not writing. I mean, look, it's given it. Oh, there is not a kid writing with the pen, and there is a kid writing with a pen. Well, it's not going to be either of those. It's going to be onna no hito wa kuruma or unten shite imasen. There is a woman who is not driving the car.
女の
Guess
人
the
は
guy is.
車を運転してい
So
ま
that's good
せん。
news. Cool. Bottom, here we go. So, we can already rule out the first one because onna hito wa is it's not a female, and it's not an older female. It's a kid. So we're going to go with the otokonoko wa because that's what it is. And I'm going to choose imasu because otokonoko wa pen o mottemasu is what this child is doing.
男の子はペンを持っています。
Easy stuff. So this one is going to be imasen because, again, there is a car involved, but he's not a woman and he's not older. And we've already got imas. There is. So it's going to be there isn't, which is imasen. So let's
男の子はペンを持っていません。男
otokonoko
の子は
wa
ペ
pen
ンを
o
持っていません。
mottemasen. Lovely. Let's go slide 10.
大人たちは料理して
Imas.
大人たちは料
There it
理
is
し
again.
ています。
There it is
大
again.
人たちは料理して
There isn't people cooking. But we didn't have imasen in the last slide. I don't think. I might have to go back and check, in which case I might need to review what I've just said about
大
this slide
人
in the
たち
audio.
は料理していません。
彼らは泳いで、
Imas. And then imasen.
彼らは泳いでいます。
Because they're at the
彼
swimming
ら
pool.
は泳いで、
Imasen. Because they're not swimming.
彼らは泳いでいません。
Okay, so 4 marks there. Brilliant. Let's close this. Let me go to, what was it, slide 5 or slide 6? I cannot remember. It was imasen. Oh my god. I am a fool. That's my third mistake already today. Wow, I'm really not awake. It must be Monday. I think if that's the case, I will make this a shorter video stream today. We'll do the grammar repeat and I will leave it there for Monday. Again, I'm only human, but to learn, you need to make mistakes. And then review the mistakes. I am reviewing the mistake. The mistake I made was, oh, this audio doesn't match the selection of here because this is cooking. Yeah, I didn't even clock that it was imasen. That's really simple. Oh dear. Well, I made that mistake. I'm going to learn from it. Reviewing and looking. Well, you know what? There isn't a mistake here. I made the mistake. Ignore what I said about slide 5. That is absolute rubbish. It was imasen, which is there is not. There are not people, there are not adults cooking. Because there wasn't. They were walking. So that's my mistake. I was expecting to see Arurite and it's not there. The reason it's not there is because that's not what it was asking. And then this slide. This one does have a graphical issue in it, and I'm surprised that it was asking from the bottom left. Technically not a mistake, but I would have thought it would have been asking from the top left corner what it is, and then asked us what each one of these were in order. But it didn't. It asked us out of order. Maybe the program's trying to ramp up and tell me that, you know what, it's going to get harder and harder and harder, and this is just one of those things to keep you on your toes. I cannot say. I guess that might be what it is, but as it stands, no, it was imasen being brought into the conversation without any warning, and I just didn't click that it was imasen. That's totally my bad. I do apologize. But this is me doing my stream and documenting my progress. Of course I'm going to make mistakes. I'm English. I don't know Japanese. That's why I'm doing this series, to show that it can be possible. And so long as you've got the right materials and the right methodology, you can turn around and learn this language by yourself, self-taught, and that's where I'm getting. And again, it is starting to stick. I'm just making some seriously silly errors with some really silly things and broadcasted it to the world. Oh well, never mind. It is what it is. Um, let's let's move on. Let's move on back to let's get to slide 10. And yes, we did. Let's continue to lesson 1 grammar, and then I think I'll call it there because that'll be getting on to being nearly an hour long for a
女の
session.
人
So this is the basic stuff. Onnanoshito. It's older
女の子
lady. Onnanoko is the young girl.
男の子
Otokonoko is the male child.
男の人
Is the male adult. So adult child, adult child. How can you get an adult child? See, I'm making mistakes. I must either be tired or my brain is elsewhere because I'm worrying about other things. So yes, male child, male adult, female child. Fantastic. Let's go to slide 2. Onnanoko.
女の子
Otokonoko.
男の子
Otokonoshito.
男の
I'm
人
just gonna fly through these because
の
these
人
are easy.
女の
Let's see if
人
I make another mistake so everyone can point and laugh. Ha 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 ha. Because why, if you can't laugh at yourself, what can you do? You can't take things too seriously, and I'm certainly used to taking things a bit too seriously with my bipolar. So, it is what it is. I can't believe I made such a serious mistake, or such a silly mistake, I should say. Let's go to slide 3. Here we go. Otokonoshito.
男の人、
Onanoshito.
女の人、
Onnanoko.
女の子
And otokonoko.
男の子
Lovely jubbly. Maybe I should stick to the simpler stuff. Who knows?
男の
Shito.
男の人
女の
Ko.
女の子
女の
Shito.
女の人
男の
Ko.
男の子
Lovely stuff. Slide 5. Slide 5.
女の子はジュースを飲んでいます。
I wonder which one that was.
彼は走っています。
Notimasen. Don't get it wrong, Spike.
彼らはカタカナを書いています。
Oh, well, we know which. We've done these before. I've gone through them and repeated them a couple of times. So this stuff sticks for sure. The more simpler stuff. Today's lesson in the grammar, though, that's 2-3 mistakes. So clearly, either my mind's elsewhere with this audio thing. It's also on my mind with my daughter with some real life stuff that's going on there. That I won't get into. And then obviously I'm a little bit starting to get a bit too confident for my own boots, I think. Maybe, could well be. And I just did not see. But, neurodivergent myself, so occasionally I am going to just lose that focus and attention and just not see things, even though I'm looking literally directly at it. It does happen from time to time. But usually when distracted. It's more prevalent when distracted, and clearly I'm distracted in this one. But again, like I say, you can see that I'm making mistakes. I'm not going to brush past it. I'm going to go back and review it. You should too. It's all part and parcel of the learning process, is to get things wrong and to forget things and then relearn them. So if anything, it's a healthy practice to have, because it will just make me want to do better the next time. And in review, learn where I went wrong, which is exactly what I did. I talked
彼女、
rubbish.
本を読んでいます。
Oh, it's going to be what?
彼女は本を読んでいます。
彼ら、泳いでいます。
I talked rubbish about that previous slide to continue what I was saying without interrupting this. So we would discount what I said about there being an error in this program. No, it was an error in me and what I did, not what the program did. So just take that on board. Scratch what I said about the slide. Although I'm sure you can go back and replay that slide and make a fool out of me, clip it, whatever. It is what it is. 彼らは泳いでいます。
彼らは泳いでいま
Let's
す。
crack on, shall we?
男の子、食べてい
い
ます。
食べています。
男の子は食べています。
彼はひらがな。
を書いています。
彼はひらがなを書いています。
Oh, I'm going to say that one again because I think
料理しています。
in a minute.
彼は料理しています。
Pretty sure that
彼
dropped.
女は漢字。
を書いています。
彼女は漢字を書いています。
Yeah, maybe not. Okay, so it didn't turn around and cut out. Must be my headset.
男の子たちは本を読んでいます。
Yeah, we know what that is.
女の子は走っています。
What?
男の子は本を読んでいます。
女の子たちは走っています。
Yep. Lovely stuff.
はお茶を飲んでいます。
男の人は
男の人はお茶を飲んでいます。は水を飲んでいます。男の人たちは水を飲んでいます。
は
女の人は
女の人は食べています。は食べています。女の人たちは食べています。
Lovely.
彼女は料理しています。
彼女は料理しています。No,
彼
it's the
女は
woman. What am I doing?
子供たちは走っています。
子供たちは走っています。Wow.
彼らは料理し
I've got to get through this slide just to
彼
finish
は
it, right? So I can then repeat it. I'm an idiot. What am I doing today? This is not a
彼
good,
らは
this is not a
料
good
理し
Monday.
ています。
Well,
彼女は料理し
yeah,
子供たちは
yeah,
彼
yeah. I mean, why am I making these simple errors? What? Well, you got to question yourself, yeah, sometimes in life. You have good days and bad days. I've got a feeling today might be a little bit of a rubbishy day for me if this is how it's starting. Although, to be fair, like, you didn't do too bad. So I've noticed that in this two stuff, it's, the mistakes are a little bit easier to make. I think the nuance is starting to come through with the difficulty of the language. So, but I'm starting to identify where I'm going wrong and what I need to do to rectify it. So that's a bonus, right? That's got to be a plus. And like I said, I don't pretend to be perfect. I don't pretend to know it all. I'm just well versed in a lot of things that I've read and researched, and that the things that are enjoyable to me. So noticing patterns and stuff, that's something that I know quite well. And yeah, you're going to crop up and make mistakes every once in a while. It's what you do to rectify that. That's the big thing, right? And like I say, I want to get this language correct in teaching myself. So, you know, I'll show things, warts and all, the same as my gaming, all the gaming on stream, and also all my guitar playing and covers that are on my channels.
彼
Let's
彼
get the
女
T
は
in.
お茶を飲んでいます。
Yes. 彼女たちは食べています。
彼女たちは食べています。
Good. Well, 彼らはカタカナを書いています。
彼らはカタカナを書いています。
Yep. And then 彼は走っています。
彼は走っています。
There we go. Right. That's our 100% in the grammar. I'm going to return to the home screen and go, oh, look at that. We're at reading. We're about halfway. Well, it's Monday today, right? Let me make sure that I'm going to get the day right because I'm making so many mistakes at the minute. Yep, it is Monday. Right. So it's Monday. It's 11:30. That was my self-taught Japanese lesson for today doing grammar where I made not one but 3 mistakes and then 2 at the end in what we'd already done from the core lessons over here that gets repeated in here, and that's 5 mistakes. So I'm going to end the stream today and this video that you can keep rewatching where I've made the mistakes and I backtrack and I have to apologize. So I'm sorry that that occurred. I'm sure it's great viewing. I'm sure it's great entertainment of watching me stuff it. It's all part and parcel of the learning process. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I made those mistakes. That means I need to do some more work. So as a result, I'm going to re-review these off stream. I'm going to once again go back through them and make sure that I've got them solid, even though we've just done exactly that. Clearly, that's an area of work I need to work on, is focus and attention, and actually read whether it's immerse or immersen. There is or there isn't. There are or there aren't. And attention to what it's actually asking, and not just fixate on the actual adjective of the sentence, which in this case was a really stay. I thought, it's given us the wrong audio for that one slide because they were clearly not cooking, but that's what it was asking. It was saying there are not these adults cooking because they were walking. I just didn't pay attention and read it. So I know where I've gone wrong. I know what I need to do to rectify it. Hopefully you didn't make that mistake if you're happening to watch this. Whether you're watching it live on Twitch or whether you're watching it later on the YouTube channel. There we go. So that's today's lesson. That will be today's stream. I've got a little bit of work to do. I hope you guys haven't, if you're watching this. That's my progress for today. I shall be back tomorrow with some more of this. And we'll go on to the next one. I'll go on to the reading portion. I think I might do the reading. Yeah, we'll do the reading tomorrow. And then Wednesday we'll try and do the writing and the listening. I think, like we did in the first core lesson. Hopefully I won't be making too many mistakes. But if I am, well, it's going to show you that I maybe either need to slow down or I need to keep repeating these things just to make sure that they stick. So I'm going to sign off with the usual. If you're here on Twitch, then I hope that you can find the links on my page that are that side, actually, and find it to my YouTube channel. That's where this stream will live as a permanent video, is on my YouTube channel. If you're on my YouTube channel watching this and you found it by searching, or you're subscribed to my profile, please check out my links to the Twitch page. And as usual, like, follow, share, subscribe, comment as well. I'd love to see some comments from you all. I've noticed an uptick in viewers watching me, or at least coming to the channel to see these videos. They seem to be my most popular videos. So if you'd like to keep a tab on these things, please subscribe. Please like the videos. They both cost nothing. I'm not making any money from this. I'm doing this just because I want to, and I want to share my progress, and I want to show people what I'm doing and what I'm using to do so. If that helps you and you are also following along and hoping to learn some, please subscribe and follow both channels, the Twitch channel and my YouTube channel. and jump into my Discord. There's a link for my Discord. My Discord server's free. There's not a hell of a lot going on in the Discord channel because it's just a place to congregate and to comment and share some ideas. And I'd love to turn around and make some new friends and some social contacts because I am quite a reclusive kind of person. This is my only kind of medium to be able to feel comfortable enough to a degree to be able to socialize in some respect. So that's what I'm looking to do, is to just turn around and build an audience, build some connections, make some new friends. Any suggestions, I'd love to hear them. Any critique and feedback, I'd love to hear that too. Like I say, comment on the relevant videos, come into the Discord and join the server so you can talk to me there. That's the best way to get hold of me direct. And we'll go from there. I'd love to see and hear from you all. It's quite nice that I'm starting to get some views on these videos because clearly people find them interesting. I find it interesting because I've got a goal that I'm trying to achieve. So hopefully you guys have got goals as well that you're trying to achieve, and this is helping to do so. As it is, like I say, like, follow, share, and subscribe. It would be a tremendous help. If anyone wants to suggest any games that they'd like to see on stream that I might potentially have, that'd be fantastic. If you want me to continue playing games for streams, also mention. If not, I'm going to try and get back into streaming some content with my games because a couple of them have been broken recently because they're early access alpha games. So I don't have much in the way of what I can turn around and present. But yeah, like, follow, share, subscribe to the channel. It would be very much appreciated. Come find me on Discord. That'd be brilliant. Go over to my Twitch channel and get me there for the live content as it happens. And I'm going to sign off there. So as always, take care, stay safe, keep sane, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.